Hi, welcome to the Lanzo Hall of California History here at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County. My name is Sophie.
And I'm Jonathan. We're here to tell you about some of the amazing artifacts this History Hall has to offer you and your class on your visit to the museum.
Jonathan and I will take you on a chronological tour of the hall. And during this video, we will also highlight some of the relevant 4th grade social science standards.
All right, let's get started.
We will start our tour here where we feature the Chumash American Indians. The Chumash have lived in Southern California for thousands of years, from Malibu north to San Luis Obispo. Here you will see an example of an op, the predominant form of shelter used by the Chumash. It was built from either willow or tule reed. Acorns were one of the staples of the Chumash diet. Here you can see whole baskets filled to the top with them. They would grind the acorns using a mortar and pestle in order to make all kinds of meals. Using canoes called tomos, they would trade with nearby islands using money made of olivella shells.
In this section, we will focus on the Spanish exploration period, which began in the early 1500s. Searching for gold, silver, and other natural resources in galleons such as these, explorers used tools like the octant, telescope, and compass to create maps and navigate their course. Juan Cabrillo, a Portuguese explorer sent by the Spanish, was among the first Europeans to set foot on California's coastline. Armor, like the examples we see here, gave the explorers a clear advantage when violent conflicts arose with the native populace.
By 1768, the Spanish began to build settlements along the coast in order to keep their claim on the land. New Spain sent Franciscan friars, among whom was Father Junipero Serra, to begin the construction of 21 missions up and down the California coast. The mission was a religious institution that aimed to convert the native population to Christianity and teach them the European way of life. Although they introduced many European agricultural and architectural practices, much of the native way of life was devastated. By 1821, Mexico won its independence from Spain. By this time, the mission system was on the decline, and economy shifted to begin the period of the ranchos in California. Cattle were so valued for their hides that many did business using cow hides instead of paper or coin money. Mexican pueblos made up of adobe dwellings were established throughout the state.
Although the dominant cultures in early California were of Spanish and American Indian origin, other cultures started trickling in as more and more realized the riches that California possessed. Many American and Canadian trappers came for beaver pelts and decided to settle and adopt the California way of life. Their tales of California attracted more and more settlers from back east, and pretty soon the trickle of people became a flood. By 1846, the U.S. had declared war on Mexico in the hopes of extending their territory to the Pacific Ocean. By 1848, after fighting many battles, the U.S. gained claim to California. That same year, gold was discovered near Sacramento, touching off one of the greatest migrations in world history, the California Gold Rush. The gold rush brought people from all over the world who shared the dream of getting rich quickly. During the early days of the gold rush, miners could use pans in streams and rivers to filter out the lighter dirt and rock, leaving the heavy gold behind. As the easy-to-find gold was removed, more efficient means of mining methods were employed that allowed more dirt to be sifted through with less effort. Occasionally, a miner would strike it rich, but often it was those who supplied the needs of the miners who really made their fortune. By 1850, California had become a state, and even more settlers from the east began to arrive. These new people needed safe transportation and banking to support their new lives. Wells Fargo, the Pony Express, and later the Transcontinental Railroad were all created to meet the needs of the people of California.
After the gold rush and the development of the Transcontinental Railroad, California became a well-populated state. Other industries like the agricultural and tourism industry attracted even more people who came from all over the U.S. and the world to find work or to escape the cold weather on the East Coast. Southern California in particular produced citrus that could now be transported to the east in crates like these because of the invention of the refrigerated train car. By the 1920s, Los Angeles had become a metropolitan city, financed by oil, automobiles, airplane production, the movie industry, and more, so that by 1940, we had the heart of the city that we live in today.
Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you soon at the Natural History Museum.
Bye.
Bye.